The sky burned orange, and a shadow was born. Heroes assembled. Protecting the city was just the beginning. The Allied systems thought they were safe. They were wrong. It followed us. The space shadow, feeding on fear, pulling power from orbit. It's anchored in space. We take the fight up there, launching now. Then the multiverse shattered. Every reality joined the fight. I am the Weaver. You weren't an accident. You were a battery feeding me. But we choose our own destiny. The darkness shattered. We became the Spider Ascendant. Ready for the stars I am, protector of the universe. Choice is everything. When the sky split open and the stars began to fall, the world thought it was over, but we were ready. Alien forces powerful beyond imagination descended. Cities trembled. But I became Spider Tech, a new kind of hero. I built advanced spider legs from next-gen tech. My suit was more than armor, it was protection for Earth. But I wasn't alone. With me stood legends: Spider-Man, Batman, Iron Man, and Superman. We launched into space. No backup, no retreat. The mission was simple: fight until the last heartbeat. Through asteroid fields and alien warships, we battled across the stars. We fought for our families, for our world. And when my heart was still beating, we won. Silence returned to the stars. We came back as heroes. We are unstoppable when united. We are the heroes, and this is our story, Spider Tech, the rise of KingPaco. The sky over America burned orange. The Void Reapers had arrived hunting Earth for sport. But they were wrong. Standing above the smoke were Earth's defenders and a new legend. KingPaco, the Spider Tech. I'm from Branford, Massachusetts, and I'm here to protect this country. His Spider Tech armor pulsed with energy, built not for fame, but because someone had to stand up. Together they crushed the fleet, but as the smoke cleared, a new threat emerged, a misunderstanding. Spider Tech, full shield, I have trust issues, they were just shooting at us. Trust is earned, we made a mistake, I apologize. A serious meeting in the street. The street was quiet now. The alien ships were gone. Smoke still drifted from broken pavement. Soldiers stood in a defensive line, rifles lowered but not relaxed. In the center of it all stood KingPaco and the heroes: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man. The sergeant stepped forward. His uniform was dusty, his voice steady. The sergeant speaks. KingPaco, the sergeant said, removing his helmet. We misjudged you. We thought you were the threat. We were wrong. I apologize. KingPaco didn't respond immediately. You've apologized more than a dozen times, KingPaco said. Words are easy. Trust is not. The sergeant nodded. I understand. You don't have to trust me, but we need to work together. The country can't survive divided defenses. Wonder Woman stepped forward. Strength isn't only fighting, she said calmly. Sometimes it's restraint. Batman's voice cut through the air. Trust is earned, but cooperation is strategic. Superman folded his arms. We protect the people. That includes the soldiers standing here. Spider-Man shifted slightly. Yeah, and maybe not shoot first next time? Some soldiers lowered their eyes. Lowering the shield, KingPaco looked at the sky, then at the cracked street beneath his boots. You want me to drop my shield so you can take advantage? No, the sergeant replied. I want coordination, not control. A long silence. Finally, KingPaco raised his hand. Spider Tech, stand down defensive perimeter. Maintain internal alert. The glowing shield dissolved. The soldiers relaxed, but only slightly. The president enters the conversation hours later inside a secure mobile command unit. A video line connected to the White House. On screen appeared Donald Trump. The room was silent. The president spoke first. I've been briefed. You stopped the alien invasion. The country owes you. KingPaco didn't smile. I stood in the Oval Office and told the president plainly, I don't trust you. I have trust issues. He spoke of heroes like Superman and Batman all coordinating to keep this nation safe. A few years ago, I found a suitcase at the mall. Inside was something called Spider Tech. I took it home. I connected it to my Mac Studio. The system unlocked when it read my emotional input and granted access. The first thing I did was play in the backyard with my niece. That was the happiest day of my life. Trump said the tech was from Area 51. I told him I fixed it, I rebuilt it, it works because of me. He told me to go home and be with my family. As you wish, I said. He told me to go be with my niece. KingPaco had told the story again and again, but this time he told it with pride. He had gone to the mall with his family, just a normal day shopping for computer parts. Nothing special, nothing heroic, until he saw it, a suitcase just sitting there, alone, thrown away like trash. But it wasn't trash. A small mechanical spider symbol glowed faintly on its surface. Look, KingPaco told his brother, a suitcase with a spider. Leave it alone, his brother said. But something inside KingPaco told him this wasn't ordinary. They loaded it into the car anyway, next to his wheelchair. When they got home, KingPaco couldn't wait. Help me upstairs. Give me a second. I'll give you 20 seconds. Fine, let's go so you can shut up. Upstairs, he powered on his Mac Studio, rebooted into Windows, and opened the suitcase. Inside wasn't a toy. It was technology beyond imagination, a living, intelligent spider tech system. It didn't accept just anyone. It rejected others, deleted others, protected itself, but not him. For some reason, it chose him. Later, standing face to face with Donald Trump, KingPaco learned the truth. The tech belonged to the government. It had been stolen, lost, and somehow it bonded only with him. You're the only one it didn't reject, Trump told him. We need to work together. KingPaco stood tall. No demands, he said. I protect this country with you or without you. A pause, then an agreement. Not ownership, not control, partnership. The spider tech spoke inside his mind. I will remove the mask. I will not remove myself from your body. Understood. The mask retracted. For the first time, he stood there not just as a man in armor, but as Luis, born February 12, 1981, disabled, tired of feeling less than, tired of feeling sorry for himself. For years he struggled. Then one day, power fell into his lap. Not to dominate, not to destroy, but to protect his country, his city, his family, and most importantly, his niece. I only ask two things, KingPaco said. Let me go home to my family, and when you need help, call me. Handshake, agreement, no chains, no orders, just understanding. That night, KingPaco went home, not as a government weapon, not as a lab experiment, but as a hero. He sat beside his niece, laughing, playing, protecting. Because being a hero isn't about suits or power, it's about love. And if anyone ever threatens his family, his city, or this country, the spider tech will awaken, and KingPaco will rise. Not because he was chosen, but because he chose to protect.